Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Starting 11 show for Club Brugge versus Arsenal, match week 6 of the Champions League. Yes, underneath the lights in Bruges. I am joined by two superstars of AFTV. Two living legends are in the building. Wow. I'm sharing this space with. Let me introduce to you first on my right-hand side. This guy has been here since day one. Ooh. He's not afraid of getting in a tangle with a security guard. Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
That was physical.
The legend himself, Ty.
Thank you very much.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, thank you very much, Marty. I mean, what a great intro, but what about Lee? I'm just...
Well, hang on, you just ruined it, right? No one knew who was here. I'm introducing to you next. This guy...
He's meant to be a joke. He's terrible, but I'm only joking. Thank you, Marty. Legendarily lucky. Thank you very much, Marty.
This other guy is another absolute legend.
He's a legend, bigger legend
than me. Himself. This guy's everywhere. This guy's they're both at Ballers League, actually.
Well, unbelievably, yeah.
Yes, Mr. Lee Judges.
Thank you. Baller League on a Monday, now on a Wednesday night with Ty as well, like that. I mean, like, I don't know what I've done to be punished for this, like, you know what I mean? What have I done wrong, Robbie? What have I done wrong?
Let's just quickly go into this quickly. So both of you guys, I saw you both at Ballers League last night.
Yeah, last night, you mean Monday?
Yeah, sorry. I've lost track of a day somewhere along the line. So it was at Ballers League. How was it?
It's brilliant.
Amazing.
Brilliant. We had a great chat with Henry Lansbury, didn't we?
Yeah, Henry, big up Henry.
Big up Henry, you know, biggest... we said the best thing ever was when he scored against...
against Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Had a good chat with him.
Yeah.
David Dean.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was great. What a guy, by the way.
Yeah.
Absolute gentleman.
He is.
Really, really nice. We was there for M5, who are top of the league. Not only are the Arsenal top of the league, not only we're top of the league in the Champions League, the N5, which is the Arsenal team in the Ballers League, are also top.
Jens
Lehmann and Robert Perez.
Lehmann and...
We're mascots for them, we are, like, you know. So we
try to be...
We go there and cheer them on. And they won, I think, 4-2. I can't remember what it was now. But they've got Martin Weghorn plays for them as well. Like,
okay.
You know.
Martin Weghorn,
What's a left foot he's got, by the way?
Oh, no.
Wand.
Wow.
Wand of a left foot, like, you know. So, got some good... And I'll tell you what, they're a very, very good team in that Ballers League, like, you know. So, what's name was there? Connor Ben.
Oh, Connor Ben was there,
yeah.
Nice, good stuff.
Ty nearly caused trouble there, like with the security trying to get to him, like giving him up.
He's such a liar. Don't listen to Marty.
He said, I want your next, Connor. That's all they kept saying. Like. And he said, I see what you was like that steward, and he backed down, like, you know what I mean? He backed down.
Look at you two rubbing shoulders with the elite. Love
Chloe
that.
Kelly, we see Chloe.
These names just keep rolling off the tongue like nothing.
We're very fortunate, Marty. But no, I was joking about Lee. But thank you, obviously, to AFTV for inviting me. Thank you for the very kind introduction. Legendarily lucky is more of a description, but super lucky. But thank you, Marty.
We were talking about that on the way home, weren't we?
Yeah. Sorry?
Being lucky and all that, like, you know what I mean?
So,
what are you talking about now?
Just say what you said.
So guys, please get your comments in the comments and please get your super chats in. We will be reading them out. If you've got any questions for these guys, they will be more than happy to answer. Yes, Arsenal are facing Club Brugge, a team that have currently got 9 injuries. They should be there for the taking. They've just sacked their manager.
Yes.
They've got one of their previous managers who is now back in.
What, as interim?
And they're playing a third choice goalkeeper.
Okay.
I would imagine that Arsenal are going to heavily rotate tonight.
Oh, we have to.
What does this mean for you guys?
Well, first of all, we can't afford to take them for granted, that's for sure. So we're going to have to turn up and do the job. But hopefully, whatever team plays will be good enough to win.
Let's just quickly go through the team that ideally I think we'd like to see, obviously, taking into considerations the players that we know have kind of probably been redlined a bit over the past few months, this intense game, game management situation they're in. Obviously, negotiating the current injuries that we have. What sort of team would you like to? Let's start with a goalkeeper. Who starts for both of you two in goal?
Kepa for me.
Kepa, yeah.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I'd even give Tommy Setford a run, but
Tommy Setford, yeah.
because that's what I mean. I'm not trying to underestimate Bruges, but it would be good experience for him. But you know, I don't know why he's laughing. But I think
If you
Kepa.
can't underestimate, let's put our third choice goalkeeper.
because.
What is that? Because Bruges got their third choice in. You think it's only fair to even up proceedings?
No, because of the fact that Tommy can do with experience. And listen, I'm not underestimating Bruges, but Tommy's a fantastic goalkeeper. But I'm thinking it would be a nice time to put him in. But obviously, Kepa's a second choice, so he has to play. So I agree with that.
So just quickly, before we go into the defence, I'll just go into a couple of chats. So do you lads miss the two departures, James and Turkish?
Oh yeah. Good guys.
Absolutely, of course.
You know what I mean? I had a very close relationship. We still do.
Yeah.
I speak to Turkish the other day, and I see James at Cecil's birthday.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Close with them. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Nice. Good stuff. So it's lucky you've got me to take the place. To keep you company.
Oh, we're definitely missing them now. Then.
What did you say?
We're definitely missing them now.
Definitely. No, you got me.
Come back.
Lumbered with me by default.
You see that, Mike?
Yeah,
and look at the great introduction you gave to him. And look at that.
Listen, I'm used to the grief. I get it everywhere I go. It is what it is.
No. Marty, you are fantastic. Not a replacement, addition to the channel. So we're very lucky to have you.
Oh, you're a legend. I appreciate that, mate. Thanks for saying that.
Thank you, legend. Thank you.
So next one. Sorry, I didn't read that out. That was from @JPI Warden. Sorry, I forgot that. So next one, @It Is What It Should Be 77. It warms my heart seeing Ty and Lee at Watch Along.
Thank you.
Does indeed.
Well,
listen,
it warms our heart as well.
You're supposed to be going to get. You said you might be going to the game.
But
what happened then?
I couldn't get a ticket.
We've brought out the cavalry.
Yeah.
We've got Cecil will be joining us for the watch along as well.
By the way, he's a disgrace.
Why?
He's gone and had an haircut. Well, no, you don't.
Cecil's Jesus, fashionable man.
You've got work to do, and he's decided to go and have his hair cut. I don't have that problem, but
Cecil G's.
Don't stick up for him,
Cecil's cool.
If he was coming round and fix your telly, so I can't come round and fix your telly because I'm having my hair cut, what would you say?
It's all right. It doesn't need fixing.
So next super chat @Raj Chamala. No surprise if Rice and Saka starts because of 2.5 mil prize money club gets by winning a Champions League game.
Rice hasn't travelled.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think we're.
He's ill. Declan's ill, unfortunately.
I think we'll be out with be all right. So let's next one @KE92. Do you think we will / can win the Champions League?
I think we can. I don't see why not. But I think what we have to think about is hopefully winning tonight. That's the most important. We can't afford to think too far ahead. Just hopefully win tonight.
We've got a great job, but we've got to stop this injury.
The injury thing.
It's going to come back and become a bit of on the old backside on Saturday, and it will bite us again if we don't sort it out.
Well, you say that, Lee. I think something also bit us as well, and that was the non-nonsense refereeing of the non-existent referee and linesman and VAR.
So let's go into defence quickly. Who would you guys like to see playing as our back four today?
For me, I'm going to go Ben White, Timber, Nketiah and Calafiori.
Okay. Why Calafiori in there, just out of interest?
Because he's suspended on...
okay.
Against Wolves?
Against Wolves.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Do you not think he could be an injury risk, seeing as obviously he's played a lot of games, played Saturday, he doesn't generally play 2 games in a row?
Yeah, but it'll be 10 days to his next game, so you need to keep some sort of...
Okay.
So I'll play him.
Would it not be nice to have Miles in there? I've
got Miles in my team.
Because Miles is guaranteed pretty much to play Saturday, barring an injury or some sort of global disaster. So would it not be nice to have him see some minutes tonight as a bit of a warm up? He's been out of action.
I'm putting him in midfield, but
okay. So let's go into that midfield then. So midfield, Lee. Let's go with your midfield.
Norgard, Miles Lewis-Skelly. and Odegaard.
Wow, okay. What about you, Ty?
That's interesting. Listen, I can't believe it's the only time I'm going to agree with Lee. So, just joking. No, yeah, I like the look of Lee's team because it is a rotation, you know. So why not? Why not? I don't see anything wrong with the team so far.
Okay.
Him.
And then up front.
Ooh. I would start with Gabriel J.
Yeah, okay.
Give him a start. And maybe Victor, Gabriel J, and maybe Victor. But I don't know if he's going to go with 2.
No, front three.
Oh, the front 3. Oh, right. Okay, well. Okay, so Gabriel J, Gabriel M1, and probably Bukay's going to play. That's what I'd say.
Okay, Lee?
Oh, I'm going. I'm going Martinelli on the. I don't know when he goes. Gabriel Love.
Gabriel M1 is
He's
Gabriel
on some sort of radio show when he says that. No. I'm going Martinelli on the left.
Yes.
Gyökeres down the middle, and Madueke.
Okay.
Ooh, that's interesting. I forgot about Noni. So yeah, you could swap Bukayo for Noni. But listen, if Gabriel J is he's fit. I'd try and start him.
I would like to see him get some sort of minutes today.
But is he fit enough to start?
Yeah, that's a good question. But I'd like to see him get some sort of minutes today.
Definitely. I'd like to see Madueke. I mean, my midfield, I'd like to see Norgard. He needs some minutes. I mean, this is what we bought him for. Yeah. Let's get him in there. And obviously, Zubamendi and Rice both need a rest. And I'd like to see Eze. He only had 45. I'd like to see him in the 10, and I'd like to see Odegaard in the 8. That's what I'd like to see
That's
today.
another option. That's a good option. See what if that works.
And, or potentially Wanyeri in there in the 10 if he's not going to play him. Odegaard and Wanyeri, but also then I'd like to see on the right hand side Madueke, give him some minutes, give him a proper run out. He's come back from injury. Gyökeres, I think this is a perfect game for Gyökeres. Against listen, no disrespect to Bruges, but they've got a few problems at the minute, and this could be ideal for him to go and nick a goal or 2 and run in behind and do what he does.
No Marino then. No one putting Marino.
Look, I think Marino's played a lot of minutes, and
he's probably going to play on Saturday.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Because I don't think Victor's fit enough to start. So Mikel M is probably going to start.
You can probably bring Mikel. You got options, and then I'd love to see a cameo of Gabriel Jesus. I really would.
Absolutely.
It'd start getting game time for him, because the thing, it's almost, I feel like he's a bit of a not forgotten player, but how effective this guy actually is and how he will fit into this Arsenal side
would be interesting.
Definitely, because you can play him across the front three, you can play him on the right hand side, in the centre, on the left. He can do those jobs, and listen, he's a match winning guy. He's dangerous.
He absolutely is.
If it wasn't for injuries, he would be. There wouldn't be a problem with him.
No. Yeah.
Just the injuries. It's such a shame.
It is a shame.
Have messed his career.
Right, the official team news is out. Okay, so we've got Raya in goal.
Yeah.
We've got White. Hang on, really? Am I reading? Yeah, we've got White at right back. Yeah. We've got Norgard, Hincapié, and Lewis Skelly in defence. We've got Zubamendi, Marino, and Odegaard in the midfield.
Okay.
Got Madueke, Martinelli, and Gyökeres.
Ooh. That's what Lee called, to be fair.
I called that.
Okay.
So Norgard playing centre-half?
Norgard is playing centre-half.
What, no Timber?
There's no Timber, so he's resting. Obviously, he's resting Timber. He's thought that Norgard can do a job in there.
Or is he playing free at the back?
I'm sure he can.
No, I don't think he is, mate.
Who is it?
What's that? So, and on the bench you've got, let me just read this. So, on the bench you've got Setford, Saka, Jesus, Eze, Wanyeri, Calafiori, Copley, Nichols, and Salmon.
Did you say Copley?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Louis. That's our under-21 captain. And Marley's in the under-18s, but he's in the under-21s as well.
So team again.
So Josh Nichols on the bench as well.
Yeah, you've got Kepa, Setford, Nichols, Salmon, Calafiori, Copley, Wanyeri, Eze, Saka, and Jesus.
So Timber's not even on the bench.
No, he isn't. Obviously, you've got no Rice or no Timber. I don't think he did.
Possibly not. I think he's fine though. I think he's probably just told him to rest up.
Interesting. You've got White, Norgard, Hincapié, Lewis Skelly, Marino, Zubamendi, Odegaard, Madueke, Martinelli, and Gyökeres. Interesting lineup there.
Because the thing is, Christian M is injured, isn't it? So William's probably going to come back on Saturday, hopefully. So that's why Christian M is playing there. That's what it is.
I've heard that Christian Mosquera's out for a few more weeks.
Yeah, he's out for 6 weeks, unfortunately.
Yeah, a good few more weeks.
But that's why I think Pierre. To me, like I said, I'm not underestimating Bruges, but I don't think it's a bad thing to put Christian N, and Piero together. Why not?
Yeah, definitely.
Why not?
Definitely.
See how that works. Hopefully, work out fine.
Interesting. So, yeah, how do you think we're going to fare with that side? Putting Christian Norgard in defence.
A bit of a surprise, Norgard, but if you ain't got no Timber, and Timber's not, you know, obviously, I don't know if he travelled or not, like, you know what I mean? Like, there weren't no suggestions that he didn't.
Nah,
But, you know, hopefully he ain't picked up a knock on the plane, you know what I mean? Fell over the seatbelt or something.
What?
Okay, so I've got a quick super chat in here from @Arsenal FC, not Arteta FC1.
Yeah, what do you want?
Panel, if bottle job Arteta win, no trophy, easy sack, yes?
He's not a bottle job because he's won the FA Cup. So that's your theory out the window. Yeah, how can he be a bottle job if he's won the FA Cup?
Yep.
That's just nonsense. And the thing is, you're not a gooner. If you are a gooner, it doesn't make no sense.
Okay.
That's all I'll say. What you're saying doesn't make
If
sense.
we don't win anything, then there's a discussion there.
There's a discussion, but what he's saying here is it an easy sack if he doesn't win anything?
I wouldn't say it's an easy sack, you know what I mean?
Well, he's won the FA
I
Cup.
wouldn't say any, you know,
Exactly.
sacking's easy, like, because we're very, very close. But if you can't get over the line
Which you
with this
hopefully
team, like, you know what I mean, there's got to be questions.
Well, I think he will get over
Yeah,
that.
I think he will personally, but
And he should have already. That's the thing.
you know,
That's what whatever handle they said seemed to forget. All the stupid nonsense decisions we've had. And like I said, he's won the FA Cup, so he can't be a bottle job, otherwise he wouldn't win the FA Cup. So your argument doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Look, I'll be honest with you on that. You know, it's something I kind of... I do see what Arteta has done over the over
He's
the years.
been outstanding. He really has.
Absolutely phenomenal. Just drop the mic, can you...
Yeah, like, you found it? No. Yeah, like, camera going to me, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see Marty's backside.
He has. Yes, you're
yeah,
right.
look, listen. Say he's a bottle job in any shape or form.
It's
like,
ridiculous.
You know what I mean, we're challenging all fronts at the moment. This is what I don't understand about people. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
We're top of the league. We're pushing for, you know, top of the league, top of the Champions League and all that. Enjoy it. Why are we going, if you're going to get this and if you're going to get that?
Because
just enjoy it.
Because it's the negative thinking. And the thing is, like Lee says, if he's a bottle job, how did he mash up the legend Ancelotti? How did he mash up Company? How did he mash up Guardiola? If you're a bottle job, how are you beating consistently those top managers? If you're a bottle job.
And listen, we're challenging for titles.
Exactly, and he's
and
pushing
that's at this moment in time. That's what you got to do.
Exactly.
And you know, I don't see any other manager being pushed and asked about sort of things like this. You know what I mean?
I think as well, it's really interesting that is still a thing. We're top of the league, we're top of the Premier League, we're top of the Champions League. We're doing really well. Listen, and how he's coping and managing. You know, you've got to put Christian Norgard in defence, in central defence, which says a lot. Obviously, Timber's not in the side. He's working with what he's got, and we're in a fantastic position.
That's his choice today, because he could put Ben White in now.
He could.
And play Josh Nichols or a youngster at right back and all that. So I'm not. Listen, when you have things going not your way and all that, you have to find ways of you know, getting through. This injury is, again, you know, we don't know what's the matter with Timber now, if he's just been completely rested or whatever.
I think he's rested.
But you know, and rightly so, he needs a rest and all that. Like, but you can't be getting injuries all the time, not like we are. So some of them we're picking up. I'm not being horrible. We're picking up some of these injuries in training, which is even worse. You know, we lost Saliba in training, and I will say this about Arteta, and people can criticise him and whatever, like, but you know, he turns around yesterday and says, we don't train. Well, you do train, because you got lost Saliba in a training injury 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So they are training. You know what I mean? Like, if my eyes ain't deceived me, I see him on the training ground yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, they weren't playing snooker. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the
other
day,
sports are available.
or playing darts. They was training. So, you know, just, you know, I instead of like trying to fog us off on that, get it sorted, because you cannot be having these injuries.
Do you think? Sorry, Ty. Do you think they need to look to the backroom staff, i.e. the medical team.
100%.
Is that yeah? So
100%.
is there an issue here, Tide, where you think there's something quite not right? Because I heard the other day they let go of a physiotherapist. I can't remember his name. He used to be at Chelsea, and he's gone now.
That's a shame.
Well, I mean, look, if he's not doing his job properly, and these players, we do seem to have a bit of a situation with injuries, and that's why you have medical staff.
Yeah.
To help reduce these injuries, masseuses, etc., dietitians, they're not eating the right food, they're not getting the right amount of rest, etc., then, you know, this all plays into it. So
I look at two things, right? First of all, big up Matt, he's just messaged me, like, he said, in our predicted 11, he said Norgard playing at central defenders.
Did he say it?
But did he say that before, though?
Yeah, and I said, don't be so ridiculous. So
Okay,
well done, Matt.
well done to him then.
Secondly, like, I look at the fitness bloke and all that at Arsenal. Don't really know him, but I've seen him. Like, he don't look like a footballer as far as physicality stands. You know,
That don't mean anything.
So to me it does, because you got to understand footballing injuries. You know what I mean? But you know, is he a fitness for what? You know what I mean? Like, because I'm not having a go. I'm just saying, like, you've got to have a look at these things. You keep having injuries, muscle injuries. You know, I look at Kai Havertz, right? And this is not the first time. Kai Havertz is like injured in a weather warm weather training, like, you know what I mean, right? Severely injured. He comes back, he breaks down, like, no setback. It's not the first time I've heard, he's had a slight setback of players. So something's not right for him to keep having setbacks and all that. And then you look at Jesus. Let's just have a little thing about Jesus and Kai Havertz. Let's just talk about them quietly. Like, at the beginning of the season, when they have to put in your Champions League squads, they put in Havertz and not Jesus.
Yeah.
Now, you know, Jesus has had a ACL. There's a knee injury to Havertz, and all of a sudden Jesus has come back, and because of Dalman getting injured, which can happen, ankle injury, that's nothing to do with fitness, by the way, he's come back into it, like, you know. I look at Saliba, days away was what Mikel Arteta was saying 2-3 weeks ago, or whenever it was, at the Chelsea game, he's days away. All of a sudden, you know, his days, how long are Mikel's days like? I wouldn't want to be working for him if he's like, you know what I mean, it's a long old day in Mikel's world. And then another thing is, they have all these scans and everything like that, and Trossard comes back and has the same injury again, like, you know. So something's not right. Yeah. Something is not right, you know what I mean? Fix it, because if you don't fix it, we're going to be in the same position as we are in March, regretting injuries are costing us.
So what you're saying is it's the team physician or the physiotherapist or that will have this decision.
A physiotherapist, Marty, is the one that gets you back from injury. He's not preventing your injuries, is he? He's not. It's the fitness people.
There you go.
That are doing it, like, you know what I mean. Like, they're putting the training on. They're the ones that you're going on to warm weather training and you're getting a hamstring torn from the bone.
Yep.
Right, on
warm weather.
On a warm weather training
That's a cold weather injury generally.
So, and it's also in you know, you're supposed to be going out there, not really to be pushed. It's, you know, I mean, you're halfway through the season just to recuperate and rest and all that. So there's something not right for that to happen. And we haven't had Havertz, and I agree with Mikel when he says this, we haven't had Havertz for a year. We haven't had Jesus for a year. So you've had Gyökeres having to play week in, week out, every game. What's going to happen? He's broke down now, like, you know what I mean? And now we've got to get him back. And we're, again, there's all loads of question marks about Gyökeres, because just as he started to find his form and looked like he was a decent player for us, gone down injured. And how many times has that happened? Martinelli was on top form, comes back injured. And it ain't necessarily about rest and all that lot, because you're telling, like, Martinelli is one of the players. Martinelli and Trossard are two players that get rotated in and out quite a lot.
Yep.
Right? And both of them have been injured this season. So it's not necessarily the rotation in that. It's something that's going on in between games, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, fair play. So a couple of super chats to read out. So we've got one here from @KPraj. This is for you, Ty.
Brad. Yeah, what do you want?
KPraj 1.
Yeah,
Ty,
Very
please
nice.
give an honest answer. Have you
Depends
ever
what it is.
criticised an Arsenal player or manager for bad performance in your entire fandom?
Thanks for the super chat. Goodbye.
No, go on, answer it, Ty. Go on.
What? I'll ask you, why? I'll throw the question back to you. What are you asking me that for? I'll throw the question back to you. What are you asking me that for? That's the question I'll ask K. Brad. What are you asking me that for? That's what I
Have
asked.
you
That's
ever
what I said.
criticised? You've criticised before?
Criticised in what way?
Well, like if they've
No,
not
just
done well,
been like, I don't think they played well, or
You've said that before.
you know,
I've heard you say
that's a form of criticism. Criticising doesn't have to be,
Of course,
you know, they're
of course
useless, they're rubbish.
Of course, I've said that, but the agenda is that just because I don't slag off the players, slag off the manager, slag off the team, it's not criticism.
I do like that about you, actually. To be
No,
honest.
listen,
It's very
I
positive.
wish I was more like that. I'll be really honest with you. I wish I was like that.
But everybody's
I like
entitled
it.
to,
But everybody's different, eh?
They are. Everyone's got their own way round it.
As long as you're respectful, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But what I would say is that when I'm lucky enough to be on a platform, I'm not going to criticise because I don't need to. I'd rather spend my time and my my lucky platform in getting behind the team. I'm not saying that's
Do you know what's
what anyone else is wrong.
a big thing? I'll say this back. So he's off to Mansfield next week to watch.
I have to watch. Yeah, I have.
To
I
watch
have.
the youth team, right?
I have.
And we was talking with Henry.
Yeah.
And when he was in the youth team,
Yeah.
he remembers Ty being there all the time, like.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
bet he
mean?
does.
Which is very nice of him.
It's an
It's very
amazing
nice of him.
thing for him to say, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
it's nice. It's nice.
you know-
Thank you, Lee. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
So at the end of the day, like, you know, he's never going to criticise them, and that's his prerogative.
That's what exactly. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. As long as you're respectful, you can say what you want. But that's what I do. I'd rather get behind the team. I don't have time to be saying this player's not good. You know what I mean? If you are playing for our club, I'll give you my undying support. And even if you leave the club and you leave in the right way, I will still big you up. Like there's former players that, like Henry's type example. Just because he's left us doesn't mean I'm not going to speak to him.
Yeah.
And it's just like our women, like our under-21s. That's how I am.
Respect. Right. So
Thank you. Thank you.
it's what it should be. 77. Thoughts on Wanyeri? When will he play?
Good question. Hopefully he'll get some minutes tonight.
It's a difficult one. There, I feel I'm starting to actually feel a little bit sorry for him because he done well last season. Good breakout season.
He did do well.
Do you think there's an issue going on behind the closed doors, behind the scenes?
No,
I don't think.
No.
I just think it's.
At the end of the day, he's had his games and he's done well in them. But
Yes.
at the end of the day, he bought Eze. Eze is going to play in front of him, and
that's what it is.
And the other player in front of him is your captain.
Absolutely.
Right, so next super chat from Arsenal, not Arteta,
what do you
FC1.
What do you want?
Oh, let's see. Go on, what's he saying?
Keep
Oh,
them
'cause I know
coming.
it's going to be negative. I don't think
So
he or she's even a gooner. But, you know.
one bill, 6 year, no trophy, bottle top 4 league many times with a clown emoji.
No, but you're not a gooner, and he's not a. He's not a clown.
Listen, so when you know what I mean, I'll address that. So when we bottled it, like when did we
didn't
bottle
bottle
it,
anything,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? We played
We didn't
against.
bottle
We went 2 seasons ago, toe to toe with a team from January to May. Dropped 5 points. 2 of them points were against Man City. Who, if I believe it or not, become treble winners. So are they not? And when are Man City not worthy treble winners in? Like, is it because
100% they were.
Arsenal gave them 2 trophies and all that? Like,
Very good point.
I don't believe that one. Like,
Well, I don't believe they're
the
good,
first season, right? 2 couple of points in that. Like, I don't give about bottle. When the World Cup come, we was winning the league. Our best striker was on the form of his life. He come back from that World Cup injured, and we had to play like, with no disrespect to Eddie, a player he was learning his trade up front. We still come second in that season, so that was us. Last season we had lots of injuries, and I don't think we bottled any.
I know. Speak on Eddie, actually, it's taken him a while.
We never
Obviously,
bottled anything.
I'll be honest with you, I thought he was going to go to Palace and set straight into the team and be their main man. It's taken him a while. He's only just now really sort of starting to find his feet,
listen,
which goes to show.
He done fantastically well for us.
He did.
But like that season there, if that weren't for the World Cup, we'd have won that league that year.
I think so.
I personally think that, because we had the the World Cup, we come back from that World Cup without Jesus, and we had to find a way and played Kai Havertz up front, done very, very well for us the season after that. But Eddie come in and done a job for us, and it weren't easy.
So I've got another one, another super chat. You're going to love this one, Ty.
Am I?
No, you actually are. I like this. I've sort of briefly read it. So at Guatemala Deca, I hope I've pronounced that correctly, 2116. Just wanted to say, Ty does not get the appreciation he deserves. The most entertaining and passionate fan I've ever seen. You are loved, Ty. Never change.
Thank you very much. Well,
do you know what? No, I get that. You
that's
are.
Very
one of many things I respect about you. You go to all the women's games. You go to all the Arsenal games. You go to all the youth games.
Luckily.
And you're very well kitted out. You've even got the Arsenal socks on.
No, I
have actually. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
Arsenal knickers on as well.
Well, I don't. I actually don't wear knickers. You know, so
I'm glad we clarified that.
Exactly. No, because Lee is funny, but I just clarify. I don't wear knickers. You know what I mean? Obviously, what I will say then, other underwear is available. Okay, but I don't. But thank you very much, Marty, for that.
Nothing wrong with a thong. That's what you're saying.
I never said that. No, I never said that. I didn't say that.
Brilliant.
He's trying to put words in my mouth. The thing is, thank you, Marty. That's very, very kind.
Listen,
I think what it is, I'm very fortunate.
I'll tell you this, I ain't a little secret, because he told me this yesterday.
Did I?
So he's going to tell everyone. He's going to tell 6,000 people.
You mean Monday?
Next Saturday when Arsenal play.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did. Yeah,
he's going to go and watch the women first before travelling up to Liverpool.
That's absolutely right. That's unreal.
That's unreal.
It's unreally lucky. Yeah.
So it works out that he can do both, and he is doing both.
Do you know what? One of the best montages. Actually, saying as we're seeing this, the players walking in. One of the best montages that I've seen is of Ty. Was it at Villa Park?
No, it was.
Old Trafford.
I think it's at Middlesbrough or something. I'm just walking like that, and they did a slow-mo.
Yeah, they did a slow-mo, and he's walking, and he's got his headphones on, as if he's walking into the ground like one of the players. It's absolutely fantastic.
Look at the camera when you're doing it.
Yeah, look at the camera. Camera there.
The camera's there.
Okay,
that's it. Yeah.
That's how they made me look, because it was.
Keep walking.
It was very good, Lee. Very good. It was Sky Sports. Obviously, other channels were available. Sky Sports slow-mo, so they gassed me up, as the young people say. It was incredible. That was incredible.
Good. So next super chat at artillery -08. Why can't we petition the medics as some fans did for the Madueke signing?
That's a good question, but I don't know. I think the petition for the Noni signing was nonsense, and I don't think we should petition the medics, because that's just going to. What's that going to do?
No.
They've got a hard job as it is.
Listen, at the end of the day, I think as a fan, as a supporter, and that you can question them and ask the question, you
don't have to go too far.
Putting petitions up.
Exactly, it's not going to help, is it?
It ain't going to help, no.
Yeah, definitely. So I think questions need to be asked, because, like you said, Lee, it's the physiotherapists and the physicians that they're getting them back. Are they getting them back too quickly? Is there some sort of part of the process which isn't happening correctly? But obviously, we don't want to see as many injured players as we're seeing. So next super chat at Sean Granger 2166. If Arteta is sacked, a serious team probably take him on and he will win there. Injuries happen, especially with the amount of effort the boys putting in. We should learn to kill games early.
Yeah, that's fair.
Listen, funny enough, they're just showing the Aston Villa game, like the last minute goal now coming in. But I look back at that game. We didn't play well enough in the first half again.
Yeah,
we wasn't good enough in the first half. In the second half, we was fantastic.
Yeah,
but it's a night. I look at that game against Aston Villa. Right, there was 20 minutes out of 90 where we were brilliant. Right, okay. I look back at the Sunderland game.
Yeah,
there was 40 minutes we was brilliant in that game. And the game against Chelsea, we just didn't turn up. So the last 3 away games, we've not been good enough. And we've got to address that, And listen, Mikel will get it over the line. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure. Listen, you've got the best team in the league, so you should go on and win something. And I believe Listen, the other thing when they go about bottle jobs and all that, Marty, right?
Yeah.
For the last 3 years, I don't believe we've been the best team in the league. I don't believe. I think, when you get back at the two ones that Man City won, they were better than us.
I don't think they were.
You know what I mean? Like, they proved it, Tybalt, coming back and winning the league.
Well, sorry, Lee. What's his name proved, didn't he? The one that forgot to draw the lines. Lee Mason proved, didn't he? By forgetting to draw the lines. What would have happened then?
Well,
we got 10 points ahead, then
that's a great point. You know what I mean? Against Brentford, was it Brentford that time?
Against Brentford, when Ivan Toney scored the goal, which was wrongly ruled
we'd have got
onside,
2 points.
Absolutely, we would have gone to 10.
Yeah.
And I think, sorry to interrupt, I think there's no way they would have caught us.
So that's a fair point. You know what I mean? Like, so things like that have happened. You know what I mean? Like, but it's all down to Mikel bottling it and all that. Like, but this season, I genuinely believe that Arsenal are the best team in the league.
Yeah.
Definitely, and according to Arsene Wenger as well, Arsenal
legend
yeah,
Arsene.
so big up to Robbie, who actually has just done an interview with Arsene Wenger. He's out.
Wow. That's why we're here.
Yeah, that's why we are here. And
Thank you, Arsene. Cost me my trip to Bruges.
And according to Arsene Wenger,
Arsenal
Arsenal are definitely winning the league.
Well, listen, who would argue with him?
Well, legend himself.
Yeah.
So another super chat at this guy number 4. Say what you want. Ty bleeds Arsenal.
Well, that was by Texas actually. So well done. Well, yeah. I try to. Listen. Thank you very much. What I would say with going to watch the team, I'm very humbled, very honoured, very privileged to be a supporter of the club, and very, very happy to just be going and
watching. On the street that Ty's blood is actually red.
Well, apparently he's got a red door, and he's got
and he's got Arsenal bed sheets as well.
Well. I don't know about the
so they say.
Funny, I don't know about the bedsheets, but funny enough, we did used to have a red door. That is actually a fact. We did used to have a red door. It's changed now, but we did have a red door.
What colour is it now?
And he's got a red car as well.
Brown now.
You actually had a red phone, I remember.
Yeah, that's right. I still have got.
Have you still got the same phone?
I've still got that phone. Yeah. It's an ex-work phone.
Oh, love it. Right, so another super chat at ETAFC. If Hincapié gets hurt today, Kala is out Saturday.
Yeah, but let's not think about that.
No, you can't be going into games.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. You can't be going into games thinking you're going to get injured.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You've got to play. You know what I mean? Like, I think Hincapié, by the way, he needs more. The more games he gets, the better he's going to be.
I think this is the 4th different centre-back pairing that
he's had 4 games, 4 starts, 4 different.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
And you have got a feel for him there. Obviously, coming over to this league from the Bundesliga, and also with all the different centre-back pairings and defenders around him, he is definitely earning his money. So another super chat at KPraj1.
What do you want?
Ty, the reason I asked is
it's true.
if we don't criticise, we will never introspect. You immediately start blaming refs or other teams.
That's right, because I say what I think. Listen, you don't tell me what to say. I don't have to criticise things. Whatever I say is what I think. You know what I mean? We're all here to say our opinion. So I can say exactly what I want. That's up to me. So, but I'm not going to criticise, and nobody can tell me to be criticising the team. I will accept when we're not good enough, but at the same time, we can't be blamed because what it is now, it seems like Lee saying about Aston Villa. Should we be blamed for everything? Should we be blamed for Mikel nearly getting injured? I'm not surprised now. I'm sorry to go off on a tandem. I'm not surprised now that Max is injured because if you see the tackles that he gets, they go unpunished.
Yeah.
They go unpunished. So, no. I don't accept when we're not good enough. But at the same time, we can't be blamed for every single thing. We take the blame for what we do wrong. But others, like the referees, the disgraceful players, the dinosaurs like Alex McLeish, Sam Allardyce and Tony Pulis, and the football... I better be careful what I say. The football players who try to actually end people's careers, like Ryan Shawcross, Martin Taylor,
Caicedo.
and Dan Smith, and Caicedo, thank you. They deserve the blame as well. Or do they not?
Fair play. Okay, another super chat in. We've got at VM1274. Do you think our injuries have to do with the medical department or the fact that we play with so much intensity? It's a very good question. One thing I do know, and I'll just quickly go into that, is you know, I've had this question before. We do play with intensity. Mikel Arteta demands a lot from the players both in training and obviously on match day. That puts immense workloads onto the players an immense amount of duress.
Yeah.
So, do you think it's that or the medical staff?
Well, I don't know. I just think that at a high intensity, that's going to happen. But also I think, this is what I'm saying, I also think now, with these injuries, and if they're away from the club, it's opposing players.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I am really happy, and God forbid that we get injuries, that Mikel M is still walking. Because the challenge that he got from a Villa player...
What about Caicedo's challenge?
But like I said, Caicedo, yeah, exactly. And he got elbowed by Daniel Ballard.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Dan tried to take him out because I know Dan, but what I'm saying is I can't believe it's not a foul. Now, with the Caicedo challenge, Marty, that's a good point you brought up.
I think that was worse. I think that was worse.
But he took out, when he was playing for Brighton, he challenged Gabriel M1, and Gabriel M1 was out for months. This is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that training is different, but with the players that we're playing against, and Villa are a prime example, to stop our players now, they're trying to aggressively take our players out. That's what they're doing. So I think that's another worry as well. Because like I said, you see the three broken legs with Paul Aaron, Paul Eduardo, and Paul Vasilika Diaby. Aaron was the only one still active.
And what about Diaby as well? Don't you remember at Sunderland? That was in the 92nd minute.
Absolutely.
Dan Smith, absolutely. You heard Diaby's yelp.
Absolutely.
On the TV.
Yeah, it was an unnecessary challenge, but the fact of the matter is that at that
3-0 down at the time.
Yeah, they were. That's right.
At that moment of time, you know, even with Saka, look at, you know, I look back at the game against Chelsea, and I like to ask the question, is that Miles Lewis-Skelly makes one tackle and he's booked.
Exactly.
Caicedo does about 10 on.
And
he was running around like headless chicken.
Why is that? You know what I mean?
Look at Cucurella. Look at, what's his name? Who's their captain? Who's their captain?
Who? Chelsea's captain. And is it Enzo?
Or is it Neto that pushed Christian M in the face? Nothing. This is what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying. I'm saying also that's where injuries can come from.
Of course it is.
Opposing aggressive players, which the referees are not doing like Villa. They're not doing anything. They're not doing anything.
So, another super chat at JOH9989. Our proof is in our progress. As a squad this season, win, lose, we learn from it.
Absolutely.
We used to pray for times like this and squad depth. We support Mikel.
Absolutely. Yeah. Fantastic. Absolutely.
And that's a great point.
You support the manager, exactly. You support the manager, you support the club.
What we need now is, not so much tonight, you know what I mean, there's a little bit, but come Saturday against Wolves, we need to go there and it needs to be 3-4, 5-0.
Yeah,
and to just turn around and just say to everybody, look, we got done in the last minute, but it ain't affected us.
Yes,
that's what we need to do.
That's a great question. But the thing is, I don't see it affecting us. I really don't, because we're still 2 points clear. So why should it affect us?
So another super chat from at Owen Zopardi. Owen Azzopardi 4312. Met both Ty and Lee, both great lads. Come on, you Gunners, all the way from Australia.
Thank you.
Some guy.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So another one.
Great lad, you're a great lad as well. Thank you very much.
At Kel92. What is Arteta's problem with Ranieri?
I don't think he has see, this is what I mean. He doesn't have a problem with Ethan. He doesn't have... Because if you say that, you could say, what's Mikel A's problem with Christian N? Does he have a problem with him too? It's just, that's the way things work. Yeah. Some players are going to be unlucky to not have games. But I don't think he's got a problem with Ethan. What it is, hopefully Ethan can get more game time. It's just sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles in football terms. But I do think Ethan's still got an important part to play for the team this season.
It's difficult on him, I mean, because, you look at it now, like Eze ain't even in this team at the moment. You spent 60 million on him.
Exactly.
So, to get into this team is very, very difficult. Why? Because they're one of the top teams.
Absolutely.
The thing is with Ethan and
Christian then.
Miles as well, and all the young players coming through at the moment. 2-3 years ago, or 4 or 5 years ago, how long it is now, they had Champions League league stages, which we know are not. There's no. So you could get games in there, and get and I'm sure if we was in the Europa League, the Ranieri's of this world we start. But the fact of the matter is now we're playing Champions League games, and even though we virtually qualified against Brugge and all that, there is financial implications.
Absolutely.
There is still things riding on these games, Marty, like, you know. So he's just going to have to be patient. And maybe a loan spell might be the answer. That ain't the end of the world. I look at all of our top players going through, young kids going through.
Exactly.
Paul Merson went to Brentford for a little while.
That's right.
Jack Wilshere went off to Bolton for a little while,
right.
like, you know.
He did.
And played under the dinosaur Allardyce.
Yeah, he did. What's name? You know, when you look at Smith Rose had a few loans to Germany and all that.
Yeah,
like. So
as well.
They've all. It's not very often that a player gets through without having a little loan spell.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
It's a very good point. That's a very good point.
Spot on. Another super chat at CKE91. Bought in Eze, linked with Yildiz, not good for Ethan.
Yeah, but that's just paper talk.
Ethan's how old is Ethan? 18.
I think he is 18 years
18.
old. Yeah.
He's young. Ethan has got plenty of time.
He has got time. And you've seen what's happened with Dowman.
Exactly.
You know, you have got to protect these young players as well.
course you have.
Exactly.
I think this whole thing, because when Ranieri doesn't, you know, feature a lot more, he's a young lad. And, you know, the demands, I think, of football nowadays are a lot higher than they were many years ago.
They are.
And, you know, the last thing you want is him getting a serious injury or something like that.
Absolutely.
Is he maybe slightly under-featured? Potentially. But, listen, he's in the match day squads.
Exactly.
And he gets minutes here and there. And you know,
So that's
he does pop
interesting.
up
It's
with-
just in the Arsenal dressing room. And Timber's shirt is up there.
It is.
So
That's true. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, but the thing is though, you do say that, but the thing is, like Lee's eloquently saying, people shouldn't forget, we are a massive, massive, massive football club. And like Lee said, it's very difficult to get into the team. And the thing is, with buying Ebereche now, if Mikel A wasn't playing him, people say, no, why did we pay 60 million if we're not going to play him?
Yeah.
You know, so that's why it's very difficult to get into this team.
It is. So another super chat at Beats by Drew 8930. If we win the Prem, if we bottle the Prem, but win the Champions League, would you give Arteta another chance?
Another chance for what? If he
win the Champions League, 100%.
He's a legend. If he's not ready, what are you talking about?
Nah, if he wins the Champions League, there's no question. I think, you know, as long as
Give
League
him another chance for what? To win the Premier League? If you win the Champions League, you're like...
no, he'd be all right.
Did
I think he'll be all right there.
Did this person actually hear their own question?
So another super chat at KPraj1.
What do you want?
Thanks for bringing them in, mate. Keep them coming.
That's true.
Ty, you are and always be the most favourite of us all. So
Look at that.
Thank you very much. Favourite lucky, but thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
There you go. Absolutely loving it. So another one we've got at Ravivagalia 6477. These injuries are because of the club doctor who was at Palace. Palace had the same injury issue when he was there.
Yeah, well, you know what? We can't cast aspersions because we can't. Nobody knows that for a fact. That, you know what I mean. We can't say that. That's just allegedly. We should say allegedly.
Another super chat at Anisasuchu 6649. You put a $9.99 super chat.
Oh, thank you very much.
But there is no message. So
right, okay.
feel free to send it in again and we'll read it out. Or if I catch it in the comments section, I will read it out. But leave a message. So at Arsenal FC, not Arteta FC,
what do you want?
No, he looks like he's got another one too. Second, not a trophy. No progress unless you win trophy.
No, that's
loser
not
mindset.
But that's nonsense though. Because if there's no progress, like I said before, how is it he's able to throw Guardiola around? Guardiola's unbeaten in football. Guardiola's unbeaten him now in 5 games. Like I said, he beat Ancelotti comprehensively twice. He beat Company. He's beaten some of the best managers.
Yeah, he has indeed. Right.
So, that is progress. So no, that's not true.
So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for all your super chats. Thank you for getting involved. And thank you to Ty, the
Thank you
absolute
very
living
much,
legend,
AFTV.
and Mr. Lee Judges himself.
Thank you to our host, Martin.
Oh, thank you, Ty. Thank you. So we are going to be back live very shortly. We have got Cecil G in the building. We have got Tosin. We've got the watch along for Club Brugge versus Arsenal Champions League match day 6. Please check out all of AFTV's content, and also after the game there will be fan cams. So please check those out. I've been Marty, he's been Lee, he's been Ty. This has been AFTV, starting 11. Thanks for watching. See you soon.